I need to stop you right there. Before you take another sip of that water, you need to hear this. What I'm about to tell you could be the difference between waking up exhausted every morning and having the energy of a man 10 years younger. I'm Dr. Amelia, and I've spent the last years working with men over 50, and I keep seeing the same devastating mistake over and over again. You're drinking water, lots of it, maybe even a gallon a day. But here's the brutal truth, that plain water is doing almost nothing for you. In fact, it might be making things worse. Your body is like a high-performance vehicle that's been running on the wrong fuel for decades, and nobody told you. Stay with me for the next few minutes because I'm going to show you exactly what to add to your water. Just a tiny pinch of something you probably already have in your kitchen that will transform your energy levels, sharpen your mental clarity, and yes, dramatically improve blood flow to every part of your body, including the parts that matter most for your confidence and performance. And no, I'm not talking about some expensive supplement or pharmaceutical. This is simpler, cheaper, and more effective than anything your doctor has probably recommended. By the end of this video, you'll understand why 75% of men your age are walking around essentially dehydrated at the cellular level, even though they're drinking plenty of water. I'll reveal the 3 specific minerals that your body is desperately craving right now, and I'll give you my exact morning protocol that takes less than 30 seconds but works all day long. This isn't theory. This is based on real science and real results from hundreds of men who thought they were doing everything right. So if you're ready to stop wasting your time with plain water and start giving your body what it actually needs, let's dive in. Here's what nobody tells you about turning 50. Your body fundamentally changes the way it processes water. When you were in your 20s and 30s, you could drink a glass of water and your body would absorb it efficiently, pull it into your cells, and use it exactly where it was needed. But something shifts after 50, and it's not just about drinking more water. Your kidneys, which used to be incredible filtration machines, start losing efficiency. They begin letting essential minerals slip through and get excreted before your body can use them. Your thirst mechanism, that internal alarm that used to scream at you when you needed hydration, becomes quieter, less insistent. You can be significantly dehydrated and not even feel it. But here's the most critical change, and this is what affects every man watching this video. The smooth muscle walls inside your arteries and blood vessels start to stiffen. They lose their flexibility, their ability to relax and dilate when your body needs increased blood flow. Think about what this means. Every function in your body, your energy levels, your mental sharpness, your physical strength, your intimate performance, all of it depends on strong, consistent blood flow. When those blood vessels can't relax and open up properly, everything suffers. You feel tired for no reason. Your focus drifts, your workouts feel harder, and your confidence in the bedroom starts to fade. Now here's where most doctors get it wrong. They tell you to drink more water, 8 glasses a day, stay hydrated. And you do it. You're a disciplined guy. You've got your water bottle. You're hitting your targets. But nothing changes. You still feel exhausted by mid-afternoon. You still can't focus like you used to. And you're still dealing with those frustrating performance issues that make you feel older than you are. The reason is actually simple, and once you understand it, everything clicks into place. Plain water is just liquid. It's H2O. That's it. It replaces volume in your body, sure, but it doesn't carry an electrical charge. And your body runs on electricity. Every nerve signal, every muscle contraction, every message sent from your brain to your blood vessels telling them to relax and open up, all of that requires electrical impulses. Those electrical impulses come from minerals dissolved in water. We call them electrolytes. When you drink plain water without these essential minerals, you're essentially pouring liquid into a battery that has no charge. The water sits in your stomach, moves through your digestive system, and most of it gets filtered out by your kidneys before it ever reaches your cells. You're hydrating the space outside your cells, but inside, Where all the real work happens, you're running on empty. Your cells are literally starving for the electrical charge they need to function properly. This is why you can drink water all day and still feel dehydrated. This is why your energy crashes. This is why your blood vessels stay constricted. Instead of relaxing and delivering that powerful blood flow your body is capable of. The solution isn't more water. The solution is smarter water. Water that's been transformed into a cellular powerhouse by adding specific minerals that your body is desperately lacking. And I'm going to show you exactly which minerals and exactly how to do it. Let me tell you about magnesium first, because if there's one mineral I could force every man over 50 to focus on, it would be this one. Magnesium is involved in over 300 different processes in your body. 300, it's staggering. But here's what matters most for you. Magnesium is the master relaxation mineral. It's responsible for relaxing smooth muscles throughout your entire body, and smooth muscles are everywhere. They're in the walls of your arteries. They're in your digestive tract. And most importantly, for male vitality, they're in the corpora cavernosa, those cylindrical tissues inside the penis that need to fill with blood for a strong, firm erection. Here's how it works. When your body sends a signal that it's time for action, whether that's increased blood flow during exercise or during intimate moments, your arterial walls need to receive that signal and respond. They need to relax, dilate, and open wide. This process is called vasodilation, and it's absolutely dependent on having enough magnesium in your system. When you're deficient in magnesium, and let me be clear, over 75% of American adults are deficient due to depleted soil and processed diets. Your blood vessels are constantly tight. They're in a state of mild constriction. It's like trying to run a marathon while someone has their hand around your throat. Not enough to choke you, but enough to make everything harder than it should be. Magnesium acts like a natural calcium channel blocker. Calcium causes muscles to contract, to tighten up. Magnesium steps in and says, "Hold on, let's relax. Let's ease that tension." When you add a highly absorbable form of magnesium to your water, you're giving your cardiovascular system exactly what it needs to function the way it did when you were younger. The magnesium dissolves, you drink it, it enters your bloodstream quickly, and immediately starts sending those relaxation signals throughout your entire vascular system. The result? Easier, stronger, more sustained blood flow to every part of your body. Better energy because your cells are getting the oxygen and nutrients they need. Better mental clarity because your brain is receiving optimal blood supply. And yes, dramatically better performance in the bedroom because those blood vessels can finally relax and do their job. Now, I want you to drop a comment right now and tell me, have you ever supplemented with magnesium before? Just type yes or no. I'm curious how many of you have tried this, because the responses I get from men who start adding magnesium to their daily routine are incredible. And I want to know if you're already experiencing those benefits, or if this is completely new information for you. Go ahead and comment while I move on to the next critical mineral. Let's talk about sodium, and I know what you're thinking. Dr. Amelia, I've been told my whole life that sodium is bad. It causes high blood pressure. It's going to give me a heart attack. I need to avoid salt at all costs. And I get it. That's been the message from mainstream medicine for decades. But here's the truth they don't tell you. The problem was never sodium itself. The problem is the type of sodium and the massive amounts of it hidden in processed foods. Table salt, that white refined stuff that's been stripped of every other mineral, is essentially a chemical. It's sodium chloride and nothing else. It's been bleached, processed, and treated with anti-caking agents. When you consume large amounts of this processed salt, especially from packaged foods, chips, frozen dinners, fast food, it absolutely throws your body's electrolyte balance into chaos. But pure, unrefined sea salt or pink Himalayan salt is a completely different substance. These natural salts contain not just sodium chloride, but a full spectrum of trace minerals. We're talking about 84 different elements, including potassium, calcium, and magnesium. This is what your body recognizes and knows how to use. Sodium is the gatekeeper of hydration. It's absolutely crucial for maintaining the right fluid balance inside and outside your cells. Without adequate sodium, your body cannot hold onto the water you drink. You'll consume glass after glass and simply urinate it out. You end up in this frustrating cycle where you're constantly thirsty, constantly drinking, and never feeling truly hydrated. Furthermore, sodium works in partnership with potassium to power something called the sodium-potassium pump. This is the mechanism that drives almost all cellular activity. It powers nerve conduction and muscle contraction. When this pump isn't working efficiently because you don't have enough quality sodium, everything slows down. Your energy drops, your muscles don't respond as well, your nerves don't fire correctly, and crucially, your blood vessels don't get the clear signals they need to dilate and increase blood flow. Adding a tiny pinch, and I mean tiny, barely enough to cover the tip of your pinky finger, of high-quality, unrefined salt to a large glass of water, especially first thing in the morning, is a completely different nutritional strategy than eating a bag of salty chips. This small addition of natural salt can drastically improve your hydration at the cellular level. When your cells are properly hydrated, your blood volume increases. Your heart doesn't have to work as hard to pump blood. Your blood vessels can deliver oxygen and nutrients more efficiently to every tissue that needs it. This one simple change, a pinch of the right kind of salt in your morning water, can be the difference between dragging yourself through the day and feeling energized and alert from the moment you wake up. It's not about consuming more salt. It's about consuming better salt in a way that actually supports your body's needs instead of working against them. Now let's bring in the third player in this electrolyte equation, and that's potassium. If magnesium is the relaxer and sodium is the gatekeeper, then potassium is the balancer. Potassium's primary job is to ensure proper cell signaling, especially in your heart muscle and throughout your vascular system. While magnesium relaxes the arteries, potassium works closely with sodium to maintain that essential electrical gradient across your cell membranes. This is what allows signals to travel, messages to be sent, and actions to be taken. But here's the critical role that potassium plays for blood pressure and vascular health. Potassium helps your body excrete excess sodium. This is hugely beneficial for men who already have elevated blood pressure or whose diet leans heavily toward processed foods that are loaded with that refined table salt we talked about. The balance between sodium and potassium is delicate, and in the modern Western diet, we've gotten it completely backwards. Most people consume far too much processed sodium and nowhere near enough potassium. Potassium is found abundantly in fresh fruits and vegetables, foods that unfortunately many men over 50 aren't eating enough of. When we talk about enhancing blood flow, we're talking about creating harmony in your body. You need enough quality sodium to pull water into your cells, but you need plenty of potassium to counterbalance it, ensuring that your arterial walls remain flexible and responsive to the signals your body sends. Adding potassium requires a little more care because too much can be problematic, especially if you have certain kidney conditions, so you always want to check with your doctor first. But for most men, supplementing with a small amount of easily dissolvable potassium chloride powder or using a potassium-rich electrolyte blend in your water is an excellent strategy to restore this often neglected mineral balance. When you support this delicate sodium-potassium ratio, you're giving your heart and your entire network of blood vessels exactly what they need to operate at peak efficiency, just like they did when you were younger. Now I want to introduce you to a mineral that might surprise you because it's not typically thought of as an electrolyte in the same way as magnesium or sodium, but it plays an absolutely crucial role in male vitality. I'm talking about zinc. Zinc is a cornerstone for the production and regulation of testosterone. Multiple research studies have consistently shown that even marginal deficiencies in zinc can negatively impact testicular function, leading to decreased levels of this vital male hormone. And we all know what happens when testosterone declines. Your energy drops, your mood suffers, you lose muscle mass more easily, your libido decreases, your confidence takes a hit. Since testosterone is so critical for everything that makes you feel like a man, ensuring adequate zinc intake is non-negotiable after 50. Beyond hormones, zinc is an absolute powerhouse for your immune system. As we age, immune function naturally declines, making us more susceptible to illness, longer recovery times, and that general feeling of being run down. Keeping your immune system robust requires a steady, reliable supply of zinc because it acts as a fundamental component for countless immune cells that defend you against infections and disease. Now, you typically don't add zinc powder to water in large amounts, but using a high-quality liquid zinc supplement is incredibly effective. Just a few drops in your water once a day ensures consistent, highly bioavailable intake. This is particularly useful because zinc is often poorly absorbed when taken in tablet form. Many men take zinc pills and get almost no benefit because the zinc never makes it through their digestive system in a usable form. By mixing a few drops of liquid zinc into your water, you're guaranteeing that this essential regulator is immediately available to your system, supporting your immune defenses and critically maintaining that hormonal readiness that underpins true vitality and performance. Let me briefly touch on one more mineral that's absolutely foundational for blood flow, and that's iron. Now, iron supplementation is usually only necessary if you have a known deficiency, and you should absolutely speak to your doctor before supplementing with iron because too much can cause problems. But I want you to understand iron's critical role because it's often overlooked. Iron is the central component of hemoglobin, the protein in your red blood cells that is solely responsible for carrying oxygen from your lungs to every single cell in your body. This includes your muscles, your brain, and those crucial tissues that require oxygen for rigidity and function. Without adequate iron, your blood literally cannot carry enough oxygen. This leads to fatigue, lethargy, weakness, and a general feeling of being completely drained. This condition, known as anemia, directly impacts your performance and vitality by starving your tissues of their most vital fuel. If your doctor has determined through blood work that you're low in iron, using a gentle, easily absorbed liquid iron supplement mixed into water can be absolutely transformative. It improves the quality of your blood flow by enhancing its oxygen carrying capacity. Remember, strong blood flow isn't just about volume and pressure. It's about the quality of what's being delivered. You can have great blood pressure and good circulation, but if your blood isn't carrying enough oxygen because you're deficient in iron, you're still going to feel exhausted and your performance is going to suffer. Now, let's put this all together into a practical system that you can actually implement starting today. The ultimate goal here is consistency, not complexity. You absolutely should not feel like you need to add every single one of these minerals to every glass of water throughout the day. That would be overwhelming and unnecessary. Instead, I'm going to give you a targeted approach that addresses the specific needs your body has at different times. First, let's talk about the daily vasodilator protocol. This is focused intensely on relaxation and optimizing blood flow, and you should do this first thing in the morning to set a positive circulatory tone for your entire day. Take a large glass or a portable water bottle, and you're going to choose one of two options. Option 1 is adding a readily available form of magnesium powder. Because absorption is absolutely key, you want to use a highly soluble preparation like magnesium citrate or magnesium glycinate powder. Start with a modest dose, about half a teaspoon, or follow the suggested serving on the package. Make sure it's completely dissolved before you drink it. This serves as a potent signal to your vascular system to relax and dilate, setting you up for better blood flow all day long. Option 2 is what I call the salt hack, and this is the simplest foundational solution. Take a small pinch of high-quality unrefined sea salt or pink Himalayan salt, an amount that barely covers the tip of your pinky finger, and add it to your water. This provides essential whole-spectrum electrolytes to enhance cellular hydration right from the start of your day. Either one of these options will dramatically improve how your body uses the water you drink throughout the morning. Next, we have the Hormone and Immune Boost Protocol. This is specifically focused on deeper systemic regulation, and I recommend incorporating this once a day, ideally with a main meal. This is where you use liquid zinc drops. Add the recommended serving of liquid zinc directly to a glass of water. This method significantly bypasses the common issues of poor absorption and stomach irritation that traditional zinc tablets often cause. This simple liquid delivery guarantees that your immune defenses and hormonal readiness are reliably supported every single day. Finally, we have the blood pressure balancer protocol. This is dedicated to recalibrating that critical electrolyte ratio we talked about earlier. If your intake of fresh fruits and vegetables is less than optimal, or if you're consistently active and sweating during exercise, you need to pay close attention to your potassium levels. For this, look for a potassium-rich electrolyte blend, specifically a powder that's formulated to be low in sugar but has substantial potassium content. Add approximately half a scoop to your water and consume it either during your workout or immediately after to replace what you've lost through sweat and aid in quick recovery. By making these small but incredibly mindful adjustments to your water routine, you're transforming simple hydration into functional hydration. You're no longer just filling your tank with liquid. You're creating an electrically charged, nutrient-dense solution that your cells can instantly recognize and utilize. This sends clear, powerful biochemical signals throughout your entire network of blood vessels, prompting them to relax, open up fully, and deliver peak performance blood flow to every tissue that needs it. This isn't just water anymore. It's a liquid mineral supplement expertly tailored to address the unique evolving needs of your body after 50. I want you to commit to trying this straightforward approach with unwavering consistency for a full 3 weeks. Pay close attention to the improvements in your baseline energy, your mental clarity, your physical strength, and your overall vitality. The changes can be remarkable. Men tell me they wake up feeling more refreshed. They make it through the afternoon without that crushing energy crash. Their workouts feel easier. Their focus at work improves. And yes, their confidence in intimate situations returns in a way they thought was gone forever. This is one simple, powerful step you can take today that your future self will absolutely thank you for. If you found this information valuable, I need you to do something for me. Hit that like button right now so more men can discover this. Subscribe to Senior Vitality Pro because I'm going to keep bringing you straightforward science-backed strategies that actually work for men over 50. And share this video with a friend who's still drinking plain water and wondering why he feels exhausted all the time. Drop a comment below and tell me which mineral you're going to start adding today. Are you going with magnesium, the salt hack, zinc? I want to hear from you. Your future vitality starts with the next glass of water you drink. Make it count.